Hello everyone. This video is all about the 0-1 mint flip strategy in StepN. So possibly a lot of you have heard about this or have seen this being talked about in Discord, Twitter, Facebook, or the Telegram page of StepN. So today I'm going to explain to you what is this all about, why people are using this strategy, including myself, which is trying my luck to hopefully get something out of this strategy. So possibly first thing we need to address is why people are doing this strategy. As far as I know, there are at least five reasons why people are doing this. And if some of you knows much more beyond these five, please comment down below. First one is this. I think this is the main big one that we really wanted to hit, which is to hit that very rare uncommon shoes when you're trying to mint common shoes. So as you can see, when you go to the official white paper of StepN, you can see the probability of hitting a uncommon shoebox when you mint two common. And same with the common, you can have a chance to mint a rare sneaker. And when you mint rare sneakers, you have 2% chance of having that epic sneaker. So as you can see, the probabilities are very low. And at the same time, say for uncommon sneaker, there's also a probability that you mint a lower quality of sneakers. So please be aware of that as well, just to let you know that when you mint different type of shoes, you will yield different type of sneakers as well. All right, and not only that, even the type. So let's go back to our objective. So that's basically number one. Number two is we want to produce high attributes sneakers. So as usual, and going back here, as you know, that per different type of sneakers, there's a different type of attribute. Say for common, you have a minimum of 1 and a maximum of 10. So obviously for common shoes, we want to produce as much as possible 10 per individual attribute, which is efficiency, luck, comfort, and resilience. So we have another video explaining what they're all about and what can they do in the process. So that's not part of our video. So yes, obviously when we get high attributes, we have options of either use it and level it up for ourselves, or we can profit by selling them at a really good price in the marketplace. So number three is getting a higher type of shoes. So for example, if we mint Walker and Walker, we can have a chance to hit a jogger or a runner or a trainer, etc. So again, it's all in the white paper. So I'll show you where. So this one, vintage 1 and vintage 2 means the parent 1 shoe and the parent 2 shoes. So if you mint 2, for example, Walker and Walker, 85%, you will produce a Walker shoes. But there's also a 6% chance that you can mint jogger or runner, and there's a 3% chance of minting a trainer shoes. Again, you need to check the other part of the white paper to make sure you know what's the difference of these 4 types of sneakers. Obviously, the most common is the speed type and the earnings that you can get from this individual sneaker. So as you go to the right, the GST increases as well as the speed. So let's say you mint a Walker and a jogger, there's 45%, it's a Walker. There's also a 45% chance it's a jogger. 7% chance of a runner, and 3% as a trainer. So obviously, we don't want to mention it one by one. Just please refer to the white paper. Okay, so let's go back to our objectives. Number 4 is get the best sockets combination for high-level shoes. So again, it's also in the white paper. What does the sockets do? So obviously, you put gems in there to hit those awakening attributes. So basically, we want as much as possible to produce a shoes with 3 efficiency sockets and 1 resilience, or 3 comfort sockets and 1 resilience. So we know that efficiency is for GST earnings, and the comfort when you reach level 30 is for the GMT earnings, while the resilience is for the decay or repair of the shoes. So we will deal with another video why this is the best combination, but in a nutshell, that's 2 of those that we want to hit. Okay, the 5th one is we want to increase shoes at a cheaper rate for energy gain. So again, it will, going back to the white paper, we know that for 3 shoes, you will have 4 energy, 9 shoes, you will have 9, 15, 12, and 30, 20. So basically, it's cheaper to mint than to keep buying extra shoes. And again, the chance of getting uncommon and higher attributes or quality type is also better when you do the minting. So for me personally, I prefer to mint than buy shoes if I want to increase my portfolio or the number of shoes that I have for the sake of getting extra energy. So basically, again, those are just 5 among the other reasons that we can have why people are using the 0-1 mint flip strategy. And also, they call it 0-1 mint flip strategy because we are using shoes that has 0 mint and 1 mint only as a combination, because other earlier users had proven that this combination of 0 mint and 1 mint is effective in getting that uncommon shoes. But then again, it's just a chance. There's just a probability. It's not guaranteed. So it still depends on the system. Now, what do we need for us to implement this strategy? There are 4. Number 1 is it's either you have 2 1 mint common shoes, or and 2 0 mint shoes. The second one, or the other combination is if you don't have enough budget, you can start with 1 mint common shoe and 1 0 mint shoe. So later on, I'll show you the combination or how we do it. Number 2, obviously, you need to spend, or you need to have at least 120 GST and 80 GMT per mint. So if you're minting 2, you need to double this amount. And if you want to mint more, like level 3 and 4, there are tables that you can see from the Discord of how much you need per minting. Because as it increases, obviously, the minting requirement in terms of GST and GMT also increases. That's why most people stop after the 2nd mint, because it becomes more expensive on the 3rd mint. 3rd requirement is the shoes should be at minimum level 5. So if you bought a 0 level shoes, you need to level it up. And as you level, you know that you need to burn GST. And on the 5th level, you need to also burn GMT. So again, you can find those tables in Discord server. Number 4 is make sure that the cooldown time is 0. Because if you freshly bought a shoes, you need to wait for 48 hours before you can mint that shoes. Or if someone transferred to your account for minting purposes, you also need to wait 48 hours. Or you already minted before, you need to wait again 48 hours. So again, it's a good way to minimize the minting because we don't want over minting as well. So it's a clever way to suppress and control the number of shoes being minted at a certain time. Actually, here, guys, on the on this requirement, you can do a lot of combinations. You can also, if you have a budget and you want for energy like me, I have 3 shoes, so you can buy one 2 level. It's either 2 mint 1 shoe and 1 0 mint shoe, or vice versa. You can have 1 mint 1 shoe or 2 0 mint shoe, and then you can just mix and match. So later again, I will show you how you do that. But these 2 are the combination if you can afford these 2 requirements. Now, before you mint, you need to do 4 things again. You need to do 4 things. Number 1, you list down your cost at current market price. So where can you check? You can check using the crypto coinmarketcap.com. So you can check here how much is GMT at the time you're minting and how much is GST at the time of minting. Why it is important to list it down? So by the time that you need to resell your shoes, then you know that your bare minimum should be that amount. Let's say you've spent I don't know, $5,000 US. Make sure that if you sell, it's not lower than 5,000, right? So that's the main thing. And also for ROI purposes. So you want to know what's your target price for the return of investment and what's the time that you're already making profit. So yes, that's the reason. Second reason, second thing you need to do is you need to check the app that there's no maintenance. Obviously, you don't want your minting to be interrupted. Obviously, you cannot mint if there's maintenance, or you don't want your minting and then suddenly there's maintenance. So it's worth checking it, guys. It's usually they announce in the Discord server if there will be an upcoming maintenance. And when you say maintenance, please do not do it on the last minute, like 10 minutes before or 10 minutes after, especially the after, because sometimes there are some issues when a lot of users are using the app. So I suggest if you're minting at least an hour before the maintenance, if there is a maintenance that's being announced. Now, if there's already a maintenance, I suggest few hours after the maintenance and check the Discord if any complaints are being done. Usually people complain or report the issues. So if there are reports like that, please refrain doing this. Transactions, including those moving your tokens from spending to wallet and wallet to spending, or putting it to the exchange, cashing out or depositing, please avoid that. Number 3, check your internet connection. Yes, it's also very important because you don't want your minting, although it's very fast, you don't want your minting to be interrupted and either you lost the GST that you put there or the asset. So make sure that your internet connection is solid and strong. Number 4, for me, it's a good method to always screenshot all your assets before you do something, including if you're transferring from spending to wallet, or wallet to spending, or wallet to Binance or to Phantom. I always screenshot before I do a major or any transaction in the app. That way, when you need, or in case something happens and you lost your asset, at least you have an easy proof that you can email to the IT, just in case something happened to your asset. So you make it a habit to screenshot all your assets before you do something in the app. All right, so that's pretty much all the requirements and measures that you need to implement before you do the actual mint. Now let's go to the actual minting. Okay, case number 1 is you bought 2 1 mint common shoes and 2 0 mint shoes. So obviously you have a budget to buy 4 shoes. So you have 2 1 mint and 2 0 mint. So again, they call it 0 1 mint flip because you combine 1 mint shoe versus the 0 mint shoe. And again, all of them should be minimum level 5. It could be level 6, 7, and 8 as long as it is minimum level 5. So when you mint, sorry. So when you mint this shoe and this shoe, obviously you will produce a 0 mint shoes. And same with the other one. You combine the mint 1 shoe and the 0 mint shoe to produce another mint 0 shoes. So what will happen with this mint 1 shoe? They become 2 mint shoes. So what will you do with the 2 mint shoes? You can already sell them in marketplace. Now, before you sell in marketplace, make sure to check the attributes that your shoes have and then compare it to the current market price and also the cost that you spend in getting those mint 1 shoes. So again, it's very important to know all those details before you sell it into marketplace. Now, this 2 0 mint shoe will now become mint 1 shoe. So what will you do with this mint 1, 2 mint 1 shoes? You will repeat the process. This time you will mix them with these 2 new fresh baby mint 0 shoes. However, you need to wait 48 hours for the minting cool down. So you cannot just mint after you mint the shoes. So you need to wait for 48 hours. Now, while waiting for the 48 hours, you need to level up. You need to level up the shoes to 5. Okay. All right, so level up to 5 while waiting for the 48-hour cool down. So that by the time the 48-hour cool down is finished, then you can mint these 2 mint 1 shoes with these 2 new baby shoes. Okay, so obviously you know what will happen with these 2 mint 1 shoes, right? They become 2 mint shoes, and what happens is you again sell them in the marketplace after you breed them with this new mint shoes. So you just keep repeating the process until we hit our objectives. Okay, so once you hit your objective, it's either you keep it or sell it, or I don't know. Okay, also you don't need to sell in marketplace these 2 mint shoes if your objective is to have 9 shoes or 15 shoes. Okay, so you don't need to sell in marketplace. For me, I sell them in marketplace because I'm only maintaining 3 shoes for 4 energy at the moment. But then again, that's me. Others maybe just want to buy and sell, mint and sell, profit, mint and sell. So again, it's up to your strategy. So what's the other scenario? In case you have a limited budget and you can only afford to buy 1 mint shoe and 1 0 mint shoe. So obviously it's basically the same as the previous one. So mint those 2, produce a new 0 mint shoe. The mint 1 become mint 2, and then you can sell it in marketplace. That mint 1 become, but that mint 0 shoe will become mint 1, and you just wait for 48 hours before you can mint it with these new shoes. And then again, what you do is while waiting for that 48-hour cool down, you level this mint 0 shoes. So I hope, guys, that's very loud and clear. I tried to simplify it for you. And again, since this involves money, this is not a financial advice. This is only for your information. And always do your own research if this is something for you. Okay, that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Wish me luck. I already did 3 so far. I hadn't met the ultimate uncommon objective yet. I'll be doing my 4th breed tomorrow. So hopefully that will be it. But it's still profitable because I'm able to sell my mint 2 shoes at a good price in the marketplace, because thankfully stats of the shoes that I have are above average. So again, thank you so much. Please let me know if you understand. Please let me know what else you want me to feature in the video. And also, please don't forget to subscribe and share this video for everyone. Until next time, let's go and walk, walk, walk.